up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're gonna be doing the match preview for Barbastro versus Barcelona in the Copa del Rey round of 32. Probably the most likely trophy we can win this season is, of course, the King's Cup, or of course we are the champions and the kings of the King's Cup, but it is the first round of action for Barcelona this season in the Copa del Rey against the exact same opponent that we faced at the exact same time last season. Again, should be a comfortable game for Barcelona, but again, a lot to look forward to in this month of January, and hopefully we can start off on the right foot. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try and get to 200 likes on this video. It would be very much appreciated. Also, if you are new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 7 p.m. local time, so a bit earlier than our usual kickoff time, and this match will be taking place at the Municipal de Barbastro, which is of course the home stadium of Barbastro. The stadium will be sold out. It will be about 5,000, and the former Barcelona president who's caused the main mess that we are suffering right now, I don't even want to mention his name, will be in attendance, as he was of course last season. And the referee for this match has also been confirmed on the pitch. It will be Idrisio Escudero, and of course there will be no VAR in the first round of the Copa del Rey. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Barbastro. They are, I believe, a 4th division side in Spain. And again, like I mentioned in the intro, we did play them in the round 32 last season, exact same moment. I think like a day earlier than last year. So again, it should be a fairly comfortable circumstance and situation for Barcelona. In that match last year, we of course won the match 3-2. You can see the line for this match on the screen on the right hand side. A very, very strong team for the first round of a Copa del Rey from Xavi. I do have past Barca Boy 103 here to give you guys the update on this game here.
I think overall it was a comfortable advancement for Barcelona. I think we saw in the first half pure domination. Again, this is what you expect when you field a team as strong as Xavi did field. It was as we expected. We fielded a very strong team against a very, very poor side. It showed in that first half. We absolutely dominated them. They couldn't even get in our own final third. I think they had maybe one shot from like a deep throw in. That was pretty much it. Second half though, the situation did turn completely. Barcelona came in very, relaxed, very quiet, where Barbastro were really pushing. In that 15 minutes from the restart, they were pushing us a lot. They still kept on pushing. Again, Barcelona really sloppy in the middle of the park, especially in that midfield. I think
can't get much of a better summary than that, of course. So again, easy game, but score line flattered it, you could say, a little bit. Now Barbastro right now in the 4th division of the Spanish leagues. They are currently sat in the relegation zone right now in the group 2. I believe there's about 6 groups, so they are not doing too well, and they're kind of at this same moment when we faced them last season as well, so no real surprise there. And even if you look at their recent games, they've had 4 losses, then of course they've won 3 of their last 4 games. They haven't lost a game, you could say, since November, so the streak you could say on paper isn't too bad. But again, they are a team that's hard to analyze. Of course, none of the players are well known whatsoever. They're going to be going in this game strictly on vibes. They're going to be going off of moments, off of Barcelona's mistakes, depending on the crowd. It's very, very difficult. They have no dangerous players. Former, top players are now playing in the lower leagues. Nothing like that whatsoever. They had the same manager as they did last season as well. I looked at the player profiles. The majority of them are the same, so they have that experience of facing Barcelona last season. But again, it's going to be strictly on vibes. Their 2 goals they scored last season, one of them was offside, the other one was a penalty, so you can't get much closer than that. I think they also scored a goal that was ruled out for offside in the game as well, so they can score against us. They've done it before. They did it last season. They'll be trying to look and do it again, but again, strictly on vibes in this game to try and overturn and overcome Barcelona. Now, of course, the biggest news heading into this match is in regards to the registration of Dani, Olmo, and Pau Victor. We've been told over the past few days that today is kind of the deadline, the do or die kind of moment. The feeling around the club is still very positive, but still no official news as of post Hansi Flick's press conference. So there is some news here. Firstly, Relevo came out saying that Barcelona has enough evidence to prove they can address their FFP issue. The only step left is for La Liga to validate the club's compliance with the 1-1 rule. Thanks to confirmation of the payment from the sales of VIP boxes, 100 million helps Barcelona make up for the lost revenue from Barca Studios. Since the money arrived after December 31st, complication remains in registration. Dani, Olmo, and Pau Victor, as Article 141.5 prevents a player from being re-registered twice at the same club in the same season. Barcelona's main point is that it's unprecedented situation. The RFEF must now decide whether the issue of the new license depends on La Liga's discretion. A change in stance seems unlikely, so Barcelona may take this to court. Given the unusual nature of the situation, it is a judicial synthesis with Barcelona's argument. Temporary measures could restore the players' registration. So it's basically hearsay now, him versus them, and we'll wait and see who really comes out on top. Now, Kounde from Cope came out saying the club has conveyed a strong sense of hope and optimism regarding the resolution of Dani Olmo's registration. Officials are confident that the matter will be successfully addressed within the next few hours, ensuring everything is finalized promptly. Raphinha also came out saying that Barca's strategy is to get the RFEF to accept the Dani Olmo case as a force majeure. The club assures that tomorrow there will be the edge of the 1-1 rule, fair play, thanks to the sale of the VIP seats, and will also obtain the okay from La Liga. This morning we have reports from Mundo Deportivo saying that Barcelona indicates they request a precautionary measure through the ordinary course if the Royal Spanish Football Federation does not approve the license of Dani Olmo and Pau Victor, emphasizes that the financial fair play regulations should extend the registration deadline for the final day of the transfer window on February the 2nd. The club seeks to secure the players' eligibility for crucial matches. The resolution might not arrive in time for the Super Cup semi-final against Athletic Club on January the 8th. That right there will be a huge problem. If they miss Barbastro, I can potentially let that slide, but they have to be registered for the Super Cup. There's no way you can, if they're not on that plane to Saudi. That is a massive embarrassment. There's no hiding away from that. Also, Raphinha came out a few minutes ago saying that Barcelona still don't have all the money needed from the sale of VIP seats and therefore don't yet have the approval of the La Liga. Right now, the club is waiting for 28 million euros that they have not been transferred to arrive in order to move forward. So again, what we talked about in the yesterday's video, La Liga wants the proof of the money of the 100 million euros that we agreed. We are still missing 28 million euros. So hopefully that payment will be coming through in the next few hours. That way we can register Pau Victor and Dani Olmo tonight. And finally, Alfredo Martinez came out saying the sources from the Spanish Football Federation believe that Barcelona will be able to register Dani Olmo and Pau Victor soon. So all signs are positive. We're pretty much just waiting for this final payment of 28 million euros. After that, the ball's in the court of the Football Federation and La Liga. That's all we're waiting for now at this point. So everything hopefully on track, and we'll wait and see. They potentially might miss this game. Both Dani Olmo and Pau Victor will wait and see. But if they're not on the plane to Saudi for the Super Cup, that is next level embarrassment. Time now to get into the press conference reaction of Hansi Flick, who of course spoke to the president Joan Laporta a few minutes beforehand to get the debrief of the Olmo Victor registration conundrum. But again, Flick did speak to the media for the first time since the Atletico Madrid game, since the Christmas break. Let's get and see what he had to say this morning in the presser. First, it came out saying that we started really good in training. What I saw from the team was very good, and we play our first match in the cup. I have to say, by the way, this whole year, Flick just loves to glaze the training sessions for some sort of reason. Oh, the training session was really good today. Oh, the players trained really well. Every single time. I don't get it, but anyways. Of course, first question he was asked was on Olmo and Pau Victor. He said, I don't want to speak so much about Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. That's not my job. I spoke with the president today and I had the confidence in the club. They do their job and I will do mine. He also said that honestly, I'm not happy about the situation and the players aren't either, but it is what it is. We are professionals. The confidence is there. We had to wait for the decision. I love this from Flick. We of course got reports saying that the dressing room was emotionally affected, which I thought was absolute load of crap. And he said, look, we're not happy about it, but we're professionals. We have to keep going. That's the mentality that I want. He's also asked on Eric Garcia, and there have been some reports coming out this morning that Barcelona are very close to reaching an agreement with Girona for a transfer fee of around 10 million euros to sell Eric Garcia in January. However, Barcelona do want to return to the 1-1 rule first before they sell Eric Garcia, so I'll wait and see on that. But again, agreement between the two clubs is very, very close. And Hansi Flick was asked on the sale of Eric Garcia. He said that, look, I don't think Eric Garcia will leave in the winter for us. He's our player. He's very good. He's an intelligent player that can play in different positions. We're not thinking about his departure at the moment. So again, this always happens. In the end, if the club decides to sell him, they will sell him. I think 10 million package for Eric Garcia is okay. We'll love to get 15 as a package, but we'll wait and see how things do turn out. He's then asked what when he spoke to Joan Laporta, what do you guys talk about? He said, look, when I speak with the president, it's private. That's all I can say. He says, is there anything that you can expect from Barcelona? He said, look, in the second hours here in Barcelona, I feel the love with everything. The mentality of the dressing room is unbelievable. It is a really good vibe and atmosphere, and this is why we love to work here. It's a lot of work and no results on the pitch. Whoop-de-doo. Then he was asked on Szczesny. It was actually a Polish journalist who flew all the way to Barcelona to ask this question. He was asked if Szczesny will make his debut in the Cup, and Flick said, we have not made the decision yet on who will be playing in the Cup. Szczesny is playing well, and we will decide on the starting goalkeeper tomorrow. I think he has made a decision. I think he's just, playing hardball. Flick is someone who really does not like to leak or give any information on the lineup whatsoever, but we'll wait and see on that. Flick also continued by saying that I have spoken to Olmo and Pau Victor. The situation for them is not easy, but I'm always optimistic, and we'll see what decision they will be made. I'm not thinking about the future or the past, just the present. You can imagine how Pau and Dani feel, but they both want to play here. They're important for the group, and we'll wait and see what the decision is in the next few hours. He was then asked on Andreas Christensen. Still no medical green light from Barcelona for him, and we were asked on his fitness. He said, look, Christensen is doing very well. He has improved a lot in training, but still a little bit too early for him to play against Barbastro. He will be on the plane to Saudi, but probably won't play in the tournament. Most likely we'll see him after the Spanish Super Cup. I think we do play Getafe away, so mid-January is when we can expect Christian to come back. He will be on the plane. Maybe he could play in the Cup if we do need him in the Super Cup, but most likely he'll take matches afterwards. And finally, if I conclude off by saying that Dani, Olmo, and Pau Victor are ready to play. If they can play and they get the registration green light, I have no doubt about it. They will be in that squad list for Barbastro if they are registered. And that concluded Hansi Flick's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Barbastro tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup prediction. We're going to start with the manager, of course, Hansi Flick. I'm going to try my best to predict this lineup. I think it will be damn near impossible to predict this lineup. Will he go full rotation? Will he go full strength? And make sure of both. And make sure in favoring of starting players and make sure in favoring of rotation player. No one knows. I'm taking a huge stab in the dark. I've gone with this lineup on the screen right now. I've gone with Szczesny in goal, a back four of Kounde, Kubarsi, Inigo Martinez, and Gerard Martin, midfield three of Gavi, Casado, and Fermin Lopez, and a front three of Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Ansu Fati. Bit of rotation. I think the back five, we have, of course, Szczesny and Gerard Martin coming in, Gavi coming in for Pedri, Fermin for Dani Olmo, then Ansu Fati for the injured Lamine Yamal. I do think that Pau Victor will start if he is registered for this game. I think he'll do a little bit of rotation. I don't think he'll rotate too much. Again, we've had the 2-week break now. Cup game is very important. I think his mindset is probably field a favorable, stronger side, then rotate during the game once the game is won. No matter what lineup he plays, honestly, this team should be walking against Barbastro. We, of course, saw that last season as well. But overall, I think he will make a bit of rotation, but not enough for it to be fully noticeable. But again, in the end, enough to get the job done, hopefully, in the game with the plan of making more rotation with substitutions in the second half. But that's the lineup I think that Hansi Flick will select for this match. And of course, in the comments down below, let me know what you think Hansi Flick will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach. I've gone full mayhem and absolute full rotation. I've got with Szczesny in goal, a back four of Hector Fort, Araujo, Eric Garcia, and Gerard Martin, midfield three of De Jong, Gavi, Fermin Lopez, front three of Pablo Torre, Pau Victor, and Ansu Fati. I put, Pablo Torre on the wing because we have no other forward with Ferran Torres being injured. Wouldn't mind starting maybe a Tony Fernandez, Daniel Rodriguez. I believe Daniel Rodriguez is actually suspended for this game because he got a yellow card in the Copa for the B team last season, so you actually cannot even play this game, which kind of sucks. But I would go full rotation. Again, look at this. This team should be cooking Barbastro. You have Frankie in the midfield, Gavi, Ansu Fati. The back line is still pretty strong. Hopefully we get to see Araujo in this game. I'd love to see him start. I don't think Flick will start him. I think he will definitely make an appearance in this game for sure, but whether he starts or not, I think is a bit of an iffy. But I would go full rotation in this game if I was the manager. Of course, in the comments down below though, let me know if you really pick my lineup or Flick's lineup. Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? Like I've been mentioning this whole video, it should be a walk in the park. I have gone Barcelona win this game by 3-1. We're going to concede because we're shite. We cannot keep a clean sheet to save our lives. Apart from that, though, I think it will be not cruise control, but a steady on victory for Barcelona. 3 goals scored. I can see us going maybe 2-0 up at halftime. 3-0 up, make rotation, concede 1 consolation goal. Take the 3 points, take the progression in the next match, should I say, and move on. I think it will be fairly easy for Barcelona. If we concede more than a goal, it is beyond embarrassing. And that's all I have to really say. I think it should be one of the easiest wins, if not the easiest win of the season. So I've gone with a 3-1 score prediction, but of course in the comments down below, let me know what you think the scoreline will be. So that's a match preview for Barbastro versus Barcelona in the round 32 of the Copa Del Rey. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. The main thing, firstly, of course, is your score prediction. And secondly, on those lineups. Firstly, would you rather pick my lineup or Flick's lineup? What do you think Flick would go with? What would you go with if you were the manager? Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me, watch the game with me. Fall shift the match by my match reviews. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we get that win and progression the next round of the cup. Take care and Forza Barca.
Go,